What's up guys, Javier from That Racing Channel. Welcome back to another one. We have a super special treat for our Rotary fans today. Behind me we have Ben's Rotary collection. There is 10 rotaries in this hangar, including 4 3-rotors. This is without a doubt the most RX7s and rotaries we've seen in one place. Let's get into it, guys. Ben, what's up, my man?
How you doing?
Thank you so much for having us out, man.
Thank you for coming out.
Let's go. We got a lot to cover today.
Of course,
you know?
yeah.
So let's go down the line. So I see this beautiful FC. You rarely see FCs in this condition, and I see the front plate there. I want to hear all about this thing.
The whole car is built in '93. It was in Washington State at a shop called Pineapple Racing, and then the kit on it is called Mariah Motorsport. Pretty much everything in here hasn't been touched since '93.
I mean, you can really tell like the blue accents. That's so like the early days of like the JDM tuning scene, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm gonna come over to this side, and that's a big old turbo.
Yep.
What size turbo is that?
That's an 85mm GT42R.
These things need the massive exhaust wheels and all that to move the air. You know?
It's on low boost right now just to keep it reliable, but
Sure.
I do eventually want to put more power into it because you know you always want that power.
Dude, that's awesome. Dude, that's insane. This thing is mint. How many miles are on this car?
I think it's just over 100,000.
Wow.
This is a 10th anniversary too, so there's only 1,500 of these in this white color. I think this is probably the only 3-rotor swap 10th an.
That is so cool. You mind if I sit in it?
Yeah. It's very comfortable.
Oh yeah. Dude, this is sweet, man. So I gotta ask, you wanna fire this thing up or?
I have to.
Let's
It's
do
a
it,
foreign
man.
straight pipe from the turbo, so
Hell
it's
yeah.
very loud. This is the best sounding car in this collection in my opinion.
Oh man, let's hear it. I'm ready. Dude, it fired right up.
Oh yeah. This thing doesn't skip a beat.
Man, that's awesome, dude. Dude, you got the OG Turbo Smart on there. Shout out to Turbo Smart. They're awesome. Looks like an OG blow-off valve here. My man. That's the way to start the morning off. Out of all the ones we've seen walking around, there's some wild stuff here, but I absolutely love this black FD, man. I mean, it's so clean and almost like stockish looking, but then you can see how that wide fender back there is just done so well. This thing is badass. Pop the hood for us.
Yeah, of course. So this is also a 3-rotor. But
More 3-rotor magic.
Yeah. This one's a little bit different. So basically, this car was built to like replicate what an FD would look like to have a 3-rotor stock, because obviously they came in the Cosmos. So it's still got the twin turbos. It pretty much looks like a factory 3-rotor in an FD, if that makes sense, you know?
Hell yeah. Dude, that's so awesome.
This car was built by Pet Racing in West Palm. They did pretty much everything to it.
Hell yeah.
They did an amazing job.
See Brandon shaking his head back there. Our resident FD and rotary expert had his car there.
Yeah.
Cam is the man, Brandon. Cam
he's
is the man.
You got the OG Gritty. OG Gritty there, Fast and Furious days. I love the color combo.
The gold. We got
Love
to
that,
match the
brother.
wheels. Originally, this car was gold stripes and just polished wheels. So we just took the stripes off and just had the gold wheels and the gold interior.
Dude, it's perfect.
Yeah.
If I could literally do an FD, it would be exactly this. I wouldn't change a thing, brother. The wheels, the interior,
Of course.
the engine, dude, so good.
Oh God, it's so good.
You want to hear it?
Yeah, do I want to hear it?
I don't think I gotta ask that.
Absolutely, bro. Standing in the line of fire here, boys. Oh dear. Yep. That's what I need. That sounds perfect.
Yeah.
You're gonna make me go search for an FD, man.
Had to.
Why you gotta do this to me so early in the morning?
Sorry, man. But we had the car for 13 or 14 years.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So you guys got the FD or the FC how long ago?
We got that almost 20 years ago.
20 years ago.
Yeah.
Jeez.
This is probably the prettiest car in the collection, I think.
So you mentioned earlier that you guys had how many at one point? 20 something?
We had 25 cars at one point.
No way.
Yeah.
25 RX7s.
Not all
or
RX7s.
Just rotaries.
Rotaries in general.
Oh.
But yeah. It was a lot, but the cars you see now, out of all those 25, are the best ones.
Yeah.
So we kept the best ones.
Hell yeah. Love it, dude.
Oh yeah.
All right, guys, we're getting ready to take a couple of these out for a spin, get some rollers, get some 6 shots. We got a symphony of rotary sounds behind us. Gotta love it. Taking 3 of the FDs out.
We got 8 rotors on the road.
We got 8 rotors on the road. We got 2 3 rotors and a 2 rotor. And we're gonna go take some shots and have some fun.
You ready?
Yeah, let's do this, man. Dude, there's nothing like that sound, bro. Oh man, it sounds so different when there's a turbo behind them.
Yeah, I know.
You know, just such a unique sound, man. It's been a minute since I've been in a 3 rotor.
Really?
So I've rode Jack from HB Logic.
Oh yeah, I
3
love
rotor,
that one. Yeah,
naturally aspirated ITBs, and it screams. It's straight piped and all that. I guess the way that the engines are built, the port that they have on them, naturally aspirated, turbocharged, you know, things of that nature really just determine a lot on the sound. You know?
Exactly. Yeah.
But man, each one of them is so unique. I love it, man.
Definitely.
This is cool. I love the interior of this car too.
Thank you. Yeah.
Got the Microtech.
Yeah, it's an older Microtech, but I want to upgrade to a newer one.
Gordon popping out of nowhere, invading the rotary meet. What's up, Wendy?
On the power.
What's up, bro?
What up?
So Gordon was up here nearby at a BMW meet in the old K-Swap BMW.
Yup.
And decided to roll through. It's come quite a way since the $150 eBay turbo.
Right.
and it used to be BMW powered. Second or third gear here or something like that, or
that's all you had to say. In fact, that's 20 pounds. Ready?
This thing rides.
Yeah,
it's planted though, man.
I know, right?
It's planted. It brakes good too. I can tell, you know.
Oh yeah,
awesome,
dude, that brake percentage was about that much.
Yeah, no, you barely touch them, and it's
right.
I mean, I can feel it. I know when like cars don't have very good brakes, when we're going for pulls, and guys are kind of like, you know, you see them pumping the brakes, and like, we're not really going, you know, we're not braking that much.
Right.
We barely touched it. We're just like, you know,
right.
This thing's sorted.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It's been a long time coming, and it is. I got to be honest with you, it's far from done. You feel that spin in second gear? Holy
this thing This thing's a fun ride, dude. This thing's a fun ride.
Oh, God,
Awesome,
man.
brother.
I love this thing.
Appreciate you taking me for a ride,
Dude, I appreciate you coming for a ride, man.
Going for a spin and my personal favorite. They're all awesome, but this is my personal favorite of the collection. I love just like an OEM spec, you know, clean car, but then it has like the wide fenders you can see out the back. Aggressive it all looks, and of course the 3-rotor magic.
Twin turbo 3-rotor, compound turbo.
This one just chills at 9,000 RPM, bro.
Yeah, just idling at 9,000.
Yeah, bro, it lives at 9,000. Boost and this thing flew open and old school link engine management. Look at this thing, dude. More boost.
It's as simple as that.
Like more boost, more timing. Dude, this is wild.
Yeah, it's like a time capsule.
Why do you have so many RX7s? I mean, I know why, because the RX7s are awesome.
Yeah.
But what's the story?
My dad got me into Rotaries. I pretty much grew up with these cars all my life. The first car that he got was a 78 RX3 SP. It was a drag car, bright blue. Something about that just triggered like my enthusiasm, I guess. Now we have all these cars and I love them all. I mean, of course, they still break all the time. That's the only thing that sucks. But you know, everything's always fixable.
For sure.
But when they run, it's the best thing ever.
So your dad got you into the rotary addiction.
Right.
And you guys kind of just been collecting them ever since.
Yeah.
That's awesome, brother. I love to see it. So both of these cars are absolutely insane. I mean, definitely the most wild looking in the collection, it seems.
Definitely.
But yeah, what's the rundown on this?
The guy we bought this car from, he found this car rotting under a tree. It was just stock. Some person just neglected it. It sat for years under a tree, and then he did all the work. Pettit also did all the work too. We got this 10, 11 years ago. So it's been we've had it for a while.
Yeah.
And it really hasn't changed that much.
And this is that's the Veilside kit right there,
Right.
So what is this, just like a custom deal?
So
or?
this is called BRS, and there's only it's like a one-off kit. It's also a Aria Mia GT inspired, whatever, you know. So the whole kit is fiberglass, and then of course you got the carbon fiber. So this thing is like paperweight, very, very light.
That's awesome. Let's pop the hood on this.
Yeah, and then of course it's got a 3-rotor.
More 3-rotors.
More 3-rotors. It's a Streetport 3-rotor built by Pettit. It's got a TA8 Grady turbo. I'm running on 7 pounds of boost, and I make 400, which isn't bad. I plan on making more power, maybe going up to like 12 or 14 pounds. So
that'll make some jam.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, like pretty much the purpose of this car. It's a crazy street show car build, you know.
Exactly.
And
that's definitely it.
This thing rips.
Yeah, that's sick. Love it, man. Love it.
Yeah, and these are carbon doors, full carbon doors.
This thing's probably pretty light.
Oh yeah.
Love it, dude.
And then carbon trunk with the plexiglass, Aria Mia wing, Grady 4-inch exhaust.
Hell yeah, let's fire this thing up, man.
Yeah, of course.
I think I'm gonna say it every time when one of these starts. That's magic.
This is an E85 start too. It wasn't that bad.
Yeah, this car is wild. So I've seen this car actually at a couple meets, and I've seen it online.
I I take it out pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, you post this thing a lot online on your Instagram. What's your Instagram again?
Ben_FC3S. With this car, it's literally just a body kit. I did have to rebuild the motor, so it is street ported, basically still stock, you know?
Yeah. So the interior on this thing looks pretty sweet too.
Yeah.
So we got a right-hand drive.
Yep, there's a right-hand drive. There's a 93. It's only got 70,000 miles on it.
Wow, super clean.
Yeah.
The back of this car looks super wild, bro. It's funny because like from the back, just driving down the street or something, people would probably not even know this is an RX7.
This thing gets so much road presence, and you get people to be like, man, what kind of car is that?
Like, what is that?
It's an RX7, man. Like, I mean, I think this one specifically kind of looks like a supercar because like everyone does the orange and the black. That's just too basic.
Yeah.
You gotta switch it up.
Hell yeah, man.
This was the original CYM car. It's got 50,000 miles on it, but we repainted it to Rio Yellow Pearl from the S2K. It's got like a gold flake, goldish greenish flake on it when you see it in the light.
Oh yeah, dude, that's dope.
Yeah, and the interior is fully restored. One thing about these cars is you see these rings around the cluster.
Mm-hmm.
You can look at all these cars in here. All of them are chipped, but this one is a very common thing that I see.
This is pretty minty on the inside here, man. You said 50,000 miles?
Yep, 50,000 miles.
That's wild.
This is probably like the one that would probably daily the most.
Yeah.
Still got AC. Like,
oh heck yeah.
This
is a 13B car?
Yep, 13B. I'll
nice.
pop the hood real quick. It's literally, this car hasn't been touched. This factory under here. We didn't paint the engine bay. Yeah,
super clean.
Pretty clean for stock.
Yeah, man.
And the kit on it is C West, but it's molded instead of, bolted on.
Yeah. And we got another yellow one.
Yeah, this one. This one is definitely one of my favorites. This one is also fairly stock. It's been tuned a little bit, so it makes a little bit more power than stock. Very evenly powered. It made 320.
I imagine that's a really fun number.
Oh, that's it.
Like reliability to just fun factor.
So you'll feel safe. It'll just keep going and going and going.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Dude, all the interiors in these cars are just immaculate.
Yeah.
Immaculate, dude.
So this is the Cosmo. A lot of people don't really know about these cars. The 3-rotors came in these cars.
Basically just like a sedan, sedan in Japan, and like they came with a badass 3-rotor,
I mean, 320 horsepower stock. This one's got low mileage too, 70,000 miles.
All right, so let's hear this bone stock factory 3-rotor. so quiet.
You hear the fans more than the car.
Right? It's so quiet, bro. Yeah. Love it, man.
Yeah, it also has powdered seats.
So this is all LEDs, you're saying?
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. It all burns out after time.
That's wild.
Yeah, these cars.
I guess they didn't think about that one back then.
Yeah,
huh?
some of these cars came GPS, and it was one of the first ones ever.
Wow, that's cool, man. Yeah, this thing, dude, this thing's
that.
Awesome on the inside, bro.
Yeah.
This thing's like, I mean, back then this was just like the luxury mobile, I bet, like.
Definitely just a luxury car.
Yeah. It's so quiet. You can barely hear it. You can't even hear the exhaust.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, man. So quiet. This is one of the, I've maybe seen one other one of these in person, but this is definitely I think the first one I've heard, like,
really?
But like the first one I've heard kind of just like bone
So
stock,
some of these did come with the 13D, mainly the 3-rotor, and I think there's only like, from what I know, like 12,000 of these ever.
Wow.
So a very, very small number.
We got the OGs here.
Yeah,
we got the OGs. So these are just like 13Bs.
Oh no, this one's a 12A, Bridgeport 12A.
Okay.
I do have to get the motor rebuilt, so I can't start it. It's just a nice cruiser car.
Yeah.
This one does have a 13B though.
13B.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's not as nice.
Dude, I love the interior in these things, man.
It's got Recaro seats too.
That Momo steering
You got a
wheel.
lot of room in these cars.
Yeah, dude.
You got full back
It's honestly surprisingly looks like super roomy for how small the car looks.
Yeah, and the back windows roll down too.
Oh wow.
They got little rollers.
Man, I love how the shifter placement's really cool. It's unique,
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, this car still needs some work. It's just kind of like on the back burner.
Yeah, man. Little 2-rotor there.
Yeah, Shreveport 2-rotor. This is actually built by Pettit too.
Okay.
The motor.
Nice, man.
But yeah.
What's up, brother? What's going on?
Hey, what's going on, Javier? Good to see you, man.
Thanks we didn't have enough rotaries, so I appreciate you bringing out another FD.
Yeah, Ben was like, listen, dude, I don't have enough FDs in this hangar. I need one more, and so he decided to call me and bring me over here.
I'm glad he did, because I'm actually going to show the guys here. This The car is incredibly clean, man.
Thank you very much. It's my baby.
Beautiful.
It's my baby.
It's beautiful, brother.
It's a 93 like all the other ones, but this one used to be a black car, black interior with no sunroof. That they made 638 of those. It's a little bit rare, but obviously it's in a much sexier color now. Spirit R Gray, one of my favorite colors that this car came in. I got brand new NTO3Ms on there, wrapped in 888Rs with a custom Sika 6-piston, both front and rear caliper kit with 330 mil brake rotors. I like to tell people it stops as fast as it goes. And as fast as it goes, let's jump into that right here. I'll pop the hood for you guys.
Yeah, definitely, man.
This car I bought from Wisconsin. I saved it from getting rusted out up there, and I had it shipped down here. Took it to Torque Performance, and they just went through it for me and turned it into an animal. So the engine bay is still under works. I've got a bunch of other plans for it, but you know, it looks pretty standard, just like a regular FD owner. You know, half bridge port, fully doweled and studded motor, balanced rotors, balanced E-shaft. It's on a 3584 RS turbo. You know, it runs on E85. It's got a 4-inch stainless steel downpipe from the turbo exit all the way down the car, so it's obnoxious. And I mean, you know, you can't beat it, right? I mean, custom V-mount intercooler, 530 wheel horsepower. Just it is an animal. One thing you guys will really find interesting about this car is if you come over to the interior. If you're an FD owner, this is what dreams are made of. Oh, right, exactly. These are Type RZ seats, genuine Type RZ seats with the OEM tilt rails still. Yep.
Oh, that's
I know.
dope.
So when you're cruising down the highway, you can actually tilt back your bucket seat. These seats only came in the FD RZ, and the Spirit R had the red versions, as you know. So I just had to have them. I paid way too much for them. But hey, I mean, that's the life of an FD owner, paying way too much for some bullshit, right?
Yeah.
Let's crank it, right? Yeah, that's the Aeromotive fuel pump there. It's the Eliminator, I believe, and it is incredibly loud. Spicy, a little bit, a little bit.
It's a little spicy.
A little bit.
We're like having to scream at each other right now.
I know, exactly. We're having to talk over the camera.
Rohan, what's up, brother?
What's up, Javier?
So we're out here with this RX7 collection, and somebody mentioned that this 240 has a special surprise. So not only is it an RB26, but it's also all-wheel drive?
Yep.
Dude, my man, tell me about this. That's wild.
Well, it's a 1998 Nissan 240SX, and 10 years ago we decided to make it all-wheel drive. We had the complete RB front subframe, rear subframe, everything, and we pulled the car in and we was like, let's see what we can do with it, you know? So what we did was bolted down the complete RB front subframe in it, made everything, we fit everything Skyline. So everything in the car is Skyline. From the front straight to the back is a rear Skyline subframe also. Right, we put the full race all-wheel drive conversion to make the transmission work, and
That's badass. So what transmission is it? It's just like the Skyline stuff?
Yeah, GTR transmission. Yeah.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it has the same front axle and everything, just like it uses the factory Skyline diff, oil pan diff. Easiest way to explain it is a 240 on top of a Skyline.
Yeah, look at this. Looks like a stock 240, but it's all-wheel drive. How much power does it make?
It made 600 wheel.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, 600 wheel on methanol injection. I put it on E85 now and I just straight tuned it. So it should be making a little bit less. The nice feature about this car is I can turn the front wheels on and shut it off.
Nice.
Right? And when I turn it on, I can actuate the front wheel from 0 to 50-50.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I guess essentially it's like the Skyline, you know?
Yeah, yeah.
Like you can, you know, when we go to Dyno, we can pull a fuse.
Yeah,
And the car's rear-wheel drive, you know?
exactly.
So that's so dope, man. There's not very many all-wheel drive 240s out there. There's one we featured that was all-wheel drive, but with a 2J. And it was all different custom stuff. It wasn't Nissan stuff, right? So this is so cool to see that it's Nissan stuff and it's basically a Skyline under the 240, man. That's so cool.
100%.
Love it, dude. Love it. We're gonna have to do a full feature on this. Once you get this thing sorted and all-wheel drives working right, we're gonna have to take this thing for some rips.
I mean, I'll let you drive it. This thing is,
hell yeah.
When the front wheel hooks up, it just pulls you out.
Oh, I mean, it's basically a Skyline that weighs probably 600 pounds less.
Yep.
Right? So that's awesome, man.